1-1 draw here at Deeping on Boxing Day. I think a fair result, really, but it was one of those close games that derbies often are at this time of the year.
Yeah, I think it was kind of a typical derby game where I think, all players on both sides, left everything out there, to be fair. I think initially I thought we started well in terms of what we were trying to do, overload on certain areas and isolate on the opposite sides, and that then worked. Initially, Lenny obviously going through on goal. I think obviously, just a lack of composure, but he is brilliant in terms of his work rate, endeavour and stuff like that. We can let him off that. He's been brilliant for us. And then I think we kept the impetus, got the goal. Great header by Rob, headed it down in the corner, keeper no chance. And then, to be honest with you, I think we then took our foot off the gas, and they came into the game. I thought they started to work the angles in midfield well. I said this in my last interview that they're a good side. I know people look at league tables and stuff, but I know quite a lot of their players, as you know, Spenny, and they've got some good players, and they exploited us. And I think following that, we had the few odd spells during that half, but they then obviously got the equaliser, well worked goal, great finish by Matty Sparrow. Arguably the best player on the pitch today. Especially for Deepin. I thought he was a thorn in our side all game. He took his goal well, and I think we were kind of at moments holding on. There was a great save. I think Spenny Tinkler had a shot, great save by Will Lakin, and then we followed it up. We've thrown bodies in the way, and we've got to half time through being that resilience and that team ethic that I demand has got us through. I think then obviously moving into the second half, we tweaked a few things at half time again, but I thought they started on the front foot as opposed to us. We created a few more opportunities during kind of the first half of that second half. The young laddie, I think everyone knows he's got to score, and I think that obviously puts a different complexion on the game. And then obviously there was a sending off. I've watched it back. It's a high tackle. I don't think there's any malice in it. I think the lads probably made the most of it, but I'd expect our lads to make the most of it as well. So I've got no complaints in terms of that. But I thought again Ethan was good, and was playing well at the time. Was getting down that side well. Again, we obviously then tweaked a few things following the sending off. Young Noah came on. I thought he was outstanding again today, and I think as the game wore on, obviously them going down to 10 men as well. I thought we looked in the ascendancy, kind of the last 10-15 minutes of the game, and had a great chance. I think Noah did really well. He slotted through Fozzie, and to be fair, the keeper's come out. He's made himself big, so it was a good save. To be fair, I think obviously moving on from then, you summarise the game. As I said, we were in the ascendancy the last 10-15 minutes, but I think it's a good point. I don't think we deserved anything more than a point based upon the play and stuff like that. But again, it's another one ticked off. It's another point in the right direction, and I think just really proud of the group in terms of the resilience that they've shown. I think there's a couple of learning points in there. I thought, just on another note, I thought, Will Langford and Steph Cavozzi were brilliant when they came on. I thought, Fozzie got in some really good positions as well. So it's pleasing that, the subs, when they're coming on, that, they are having a positive impact, which is that what we want. The only learning point really, I think, is at times is if we're going to put the ball in behind, just making it longer. So we're turning centre halves and fullbacks as opposed to giving them the opportunity to nick in front, or if we're playing the ball into feet, just making sure we're playing it with assertiveness and making sure that we're getting it on the right foot, so it's safe side, so it's easier for us to play. Because when we do those types of things, I think we look a really good side. And I think there's at times as well, a few in the group, need to do a bit more when the going gets tough in terms of just doing the basics of working hard, winning second balls, etc. I think to a man we do that majority of the time. I thought in a little bit we were missing a little bit of that today, but that's just obviously a learning point. Group have a little bit of time off now, spend some time with their families and stuff, and then we'll we'll train in the new year and ready for Kimberley, which will be another tough game. Always is at their place. They won today, so obviously gives them some momentum. But finally, just thank you to everyone who came out today. I think I asked for 100. I bet we did have 100 here today at least. And that's why I made the players and made sure that the players gave them a good clap after, because they were brilliant once again.